Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to get a data source for your API. So let's play around with RapidAPI. You go to RapidAPI and then you want to sign up. I'm going here to log in, and then this is automatically taking me to the to account I had already set up. So now here, what I do is let's build something with how about a movie API, right? I'll just hit movie right here. Then there's a ton. There's for TV shows. There's Internet movie database. I'm using this one right here. Let's use movie database, the alternative one. Click on that, and then it's loading the API back, the playground. So it sets you up with what they call a default application, and on the right we will get to play with what we have here. So you want to have a few things here when you're working with an API. You first need to look at the header parameters that you want to send over to your API. And this may sound like a lot, but excuse me, you could think of this as your username and password, right? Just think of it as that. This particularly this key, which I'm going to just reset after I do this video. So really, there's nothing to be concerned about, right? Now, as far as parameters, there's a few things that we want to consider. We have for parameters, we have for S, we want to put something down here. They put down here Avengers Endgame. This is what they're searching up for. So how about if we do, let's say Gladiator. Let's do Gladiator, and then for optional parameters, I want the data to come back as JSON. This is all I need for now, right? The data's coming back as JSON, and I'm looking for the movie Gladiator. I know there's plenty other titles that would have something like that. If we go up here to the left, we would go just by search. It doesn't matter, right? So let's just click on test endpoint and see what this comes up with. All right, so this is your entire JSON object right here. You can open and close this. So for instead of search, we have a few results. We have 10. It's 9 plus 0, right? If we open the first one, we have Gladiator, which is a great movie, by the way, year 2000. If we copy and paste this poster that they give us right here, we might find the actual poster that they were using or they have for the movie. There you go, Russell Crowe, right? Come back and we can look at other things they have here in the search results. 1992, something else came up. So let's look at this. What is this? What movie is this? This is, remember, these are just the posters right here. Something in 1992. Oh, okay, here's another one, right? But if we continue scrolling down, we will find the Gladiator. There's Gladiator Cop. There's so many others, right? So for now, I'm maybe not going to show what I'm about to build, but this is your first step, right? If we change any of this to a left right here, we could say, yeah, I don't want the data to come back as JSON. I want it as to come back as something else, like an XML. We could do that, but for now, this is going to work. Now, with this data source, we are going to then build an app. So let's bring it over to the Office realm. Let's build a little app. Let's go first to PowerAutomate and try bringing these results over, right? All right, now let's head over to PowerAutomate, and to your left you have Create. You click on Create. let's go to Instant Cloud Flow right here. Call it API trigger. And when you choose how to trigger this flow, you want to click on manually trigger a flow, hit create. Right now, let's start with the first step. The first step is to create a variable. This should be initialized. So let's initialize a variable. Let's just call it JSON for now. Whatever information is coming back from the movie database, from the API. So let's use object for that. Value stays like that. And then a new step. Let's do HTTP. This first one does good here. HTTP, this premium connector. Now, this card right here really resembles what you have on your movie database API. This is your playground, right? So for the method, we want to make sure that we hit that you use get. For the request URL, this is what machine are we calling? Where is that API hosted? Well, it's easier if we copy it from here, from the right. Right? So your first pair right here is this header right here. You copy this over. Here it is. Here's your host. That host has a value. Right? There you go. And then for key, you want to use this RapidAPI key. You copy this over. And the key itself, the value itself, you want that as well in there. And then, of course, I'm missing the URI here. I'm missing this. So what do you do? Well, you just type HTTPS, because this should be on a secure connection. Copy paste that in there. So we're making progress here. Now for the query, you have a few things, right? There's a few options. The required parameter, the first one, this is your search string. What are we searching for? In this case, we're searching for the word gladiator. And then let's make sure that the type of data we get back is JSON. So for R, we will do JSON. Now, once the HTTP connection is made and we get what we were asking for, we come down here and we add a next step. The same variable we initialized up here, we want to catch whatever and set the variable and catch whatever the HTTP card called and got for us, right? So let's just do JSON, and for the value, you want to use body right here. So let's hit save and let's test the flow and see if everything's working for us, right? So we click on run flow and see what we get here, right? Wow, here we go. We have your flow ran successfully. So let's see what happened here. If we come down to initialize variable, we have nothing for JSON yet as far as the value of the object. Then we get HTTP and see this is what we sent, the input section. But what about the output section? Our status code is 200, so we're good. So here's your response, right? You have your search, and then here's your title, year, then here's a few other options. This is what we just saw right here. If we click on test endpoint, hit body, for your search, you have a few results, right? So for 0, you have the movie Gladiator. Let's come back here and see for ourselves that this is the same thing we were having on the other tab, right? Now if we check the variable, now we have whatever it came from the body, right? From our outputs. So there you go.